Hey everyone. Today, we're going to talk about the real cost of getting an engineering degree. And no, I'm not talking about tuition. Yes, that's important, and I'll cover it in a separate video, but right now, I want to focus on something even more crucial and often misunderstood. Let's get one thing straight: the time you invest in your degree is just as important as the tuition you pay. If you don't pay tuition, what happens? You're out. Well, if you don't dedicate enough time to your studies. Same result. You'll fall behind, and you might end up getting kicked out of school. But here's the key difference: tuition is clearly defined, it's the same for everyone. The time it takes to succeed? That's different for every student. It changes day to day, course to course, semester to semester, and because it's so hard to measure or predict, that's what catches most students off guard. A lot of students make a common mistake: they assume their assignments or study sessions will only take an hour or two, because that's how long they want it to take. But reality? It usually takes 2, 3, or 4 times as long. And when there's a party, a new video game, or a significant other tempting you to skip study time, that underestimation gets worse, and leads to procrastination, poor work, and lower grades. It's easy to say, I'll just finish that in the morning. I'll make up for lost points on the next assignment. I'll study more next time. But that's a slippery slope. One skipped assignment turns into 2. Then comes exam time. And you're really in trouble because you didn't build the foundation earlier. Here's some advice: stop trying to predict how long your work should take. Instead, let your learning take as long as it needs to. If you assume something will only take an hour, and then try to plan social time or downtime right after, you're setting yourself up for frustration and subpar work. Early on in your degree, you won't have a great sense of how long things take. So here's what you do: white heavy checkmark, block out big chunks of time every day just for school. Assignments, studying, reviewing, learning. White heavy checkmark, overplan your schedule. If you finish early, great. But more often than not, you'll be glad you gave yourself the extra time. Here's the thing most students miss: they blame bad grades on not being smart enough, or the professor being bad, or the class being too hard. But usually, the real issue? They didn't spend enough time. So listen carefully: backhand index pointing right, your success in school is guaranteed. As long as you invest the right amount of time. And yes, this assumes you're using that time wisely, studying actively, asking questions, reviewing, and staying engaged. You can think of it like a formula: Blue Book active learning times time equals good grades. Everyone can succeed. The only thing that varies from student to student is how much time it takes. Direct hit: figure out what your personal cost of time is. It's different for everyone, and it's always changing. But once you identify it and commit to paying that price, your degree is yours for the taking. If this helped you out, hit that like button and subscribe for more. Want to dive deeper into time management for students? Check out my book, links in the description. Thanks for watching, and keep up the great work.